Hey everyone, and welcome to Rue's Room, a platform for the misunderstood, where we help make hood logical content make sense for those that believe if you are raised in the hood, then you're most likely always going to be up to no good. I'm here to reverse that curse and express myself. Don't hesitate to join me. Be my roommate. Cleveland. We're definitely in the house. Now, while the world don't show us no love, I'm going to show us a lot of love. We're reading from the book, In the Hood, Up to No Good, Hopped Off the Porch by Sierra Al-Qawi. Chapter 3, Family Ties. It was now only a week away from Demi's infamous party. I was highly upset though, because my mother, she left me again babysitting. This was the worst time. I knew for a fact my siblings had no clue how much pressure I was always under being the oldest. I learned early on not to let my siblings see me cry. They tend to feel my emotions. All I could do in this moment was hope she returned ASAP. My siblings didn't have to worry about me abandoning them. With the supervision of Millie, my granddad's wife, I took care of all 6 of my siblings in my mother's absence. And just like my mother, my grandfather, he went MIA as well, leaving us all to cope in their absence. Millie rarely showed resentment towards my grandpa. She tolerated us all as her grandchildren. It must have been hard and frustrating to raise grandchildren of a man who's hardly ever present. The whole house knew when my grandpa was home. We'd all be walking on eggshells because he came off a little mean. He was extremely strict. And before he headed out, he would always sit us down for a long lecture. My aunt, Princess, she would always get in trouble during these moments. It never failed. And I would always get punished for laughing when she'd joke around during these long lessons. Guilty by association. Well, you can say Grandpa had a big chip on his shoulder due to a car accident, injuring his leg. He lost the contract with the Cleveland Indians. His bad attitude pushed away at least 5 of his children. They stayed far away from him, including my mother. My aunts, Nessa and Princess, they are like night and day. Having aunts in my age range was fun. It was also drama central. Now, my Uncle Toot, he's Millie's oldest from her previous marriage. Uncle Toot, he was part of the older clique in the village, the 18 and overs. Uncle Toot and his group of friends, they made up of females and males. They were exclusive. Yeah, everybody came to the Ville to kick it with my Uncle Toot and his clique. We weren't blood relatives, but we all were like family in the Ville. It was a lot of love. One of my Uncle Toot's close friends, Big Cheese, his grandmother used to bless our foreheads with oil and prayed over us. She was one of the top-notch grannies. The tall giant, yeah, that's Big E's uncle, T Streets. He was a part of my Uncle Toot's clique too. Big E, she stayed with her grandma, Mama Cloud, with her little brothers. That was 2 houses down from A. Peasy's house. Yeah, A. Peasy, she was another member of my Uncle Toot's clique. She was always lit and fit. I always loved to see her. Everybody liked kicking it with A. Peasy. We were the same sign, so I like looking up to her. She always had game. Yeah, I remember one of her favorite lines to say. She would always say, if they're not in formation, then put them in rotation. Even at a young age, I understood every bit of what she said. APZ always did things the average chick from the hood couldn't even fathom. She took trips out the country. She connected with other ethnicities. She spent large amounts of money. Now, APZ, she lived right next door to Skank and his older twin siblings, Dana and Dan. Dana, she was my first hairstylist. She would do my favorite honeycomb ponytail for free. Dana's twin, Dan, he was playful until he wasn't playing. He could knock out 2 people at the same time. And next door to them is Tiny's house. She was also a part of my Uncle Toot's clique. Next door to Tiny was Tori's house. She rarely came outside though. And when she did, she didn't even leave the yard. Next door to Tori, now that's Big Dude. His mama was known for knocking out men and women. Now, Big Dude's house was right before the cut. You have to be from the hood to know that it's there. The cut, it holds so many memories. Mookie is another one of my Uncle Too's close friends. Her house was the next house that continued the circle. Her laugh alone is contagious. She laughed at anything funny, regardless of who it offends. Mookie is another fly one. She do hair and she do nails. She would hook me and my little sister up. She was dope, especially to be around. She always gave her honest opinion, especially about boys. I admire my Uncle Too's group of friends. They are tighter than the chokehold until this day. Katrina, she another one of my Uncle Too's close friends. She dated Don. Don and Uncle Toot, they're first cousins, but they were more like brothers. Day and Dee, they're Don's youngest siblings. Dee was my favorite big cousin. They too would temporarily live at my granddad's house. Now Chief, he lived with his G-Ma too. We all called her Big Ma. He's another one of my Uncle Too's close friends. The brothers, Coach and Zell, also a part of my Uncle Too's clique, although they stayed on the outside of the village. See, nobody knew about my little crush on Coach. He was a little too old for me, so that's as far as it went. A crush. Now, my Aunt Nessa dated his brother, Zell. I thought they were a cute couple. Now, next door to us lived a family of 8, all girls and 1 boy, and all their names began with the letter T. Big E and her siblings, yeah, they lived next to the second unseen cut that you would have to know about if you was from the hood. On the other side of that cut is Brill's house. He's my age, but Brill, he kicked it around my uncle's Toot clique. Brill house was next to the set of cousins who was raised like siblings, Jenny and Jamie. That completes chapter 3. Now, if you're ever in my city and you hear up the way, that's where I'm from. Now, before you go judging me, you should go ahead and visit down the way. preferably the dirty 30s. I can't stand the dirty 30s. Start from East 55th Street and take Cedar all the way down till you hit 30th. Don't stop though. Just keep on driving. Well, that's the end of chapter 3 and the end of this video. Thank you for kicking it with me. That wasn't so bad, right? You'll be back to finish the book, right? It was only 10 chapters. I figured we're going to be roommates. You should get to know me. Now, my goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers so I can start going live. I can start showing y'all some real stuff. Be my roommate. And if you like it and you know it, hit that like. And if you like it and you know it, hit that like. And if you like it and you know it, you really want to show it, like it and you know it, hit that like.